three key parameters to keep in mind. Planning ahead for the attack, having a plan that's going to reduce the impact of the attack, and number three is having plans that will reduce the time duration of the recovery from the attack.
When the bad thing happens, once you realize that an adversary cyber attack has succeeded, whether you're in a large office or in a small campaign, what is the very first thing you should do?
Well, hopefully you have a plan, and you should turn to the plan. And hopefully the plan is on paper. So you should carry your resilience plan with you at all times, which is a good reason for keeping it short, because you don't want to carry around a binder full of documentation all the time. Every good chief security officer of every major corporation has a paper plan in their briefcase at all times. And that's, so turning to that plan, communicating to your staff, and I would recommend highly engaging the FBI. And I wouldn't make that the first call to the FBI. I think part of your anticipation phase or your preparation for the ultimate cyber attack is you should know your FBI agent in person. You should call the local FBI office, meet the cyber expert who's responsible for your area, and talk to them and ask them what they do during election day. Tell them what you do during election day. Ask them how they might be able to help you if there's an attack, and get to know them. Let them get to know you and how your particular election area operates, so that when you do have an attack, you're not calling 1-800-FBI and trying to find somebody who can help you, but you're calling Joe or Susan, and they know who you are, they know what the problem is, and they can jump into action quickly, and they can give you good advice, and they can give you help. They can contact the internet service providers and help not only your election system, but all the other election systems in the area that may be also going to be impacted, and you could help prevent them from being impacted by alerting the FBI that this is going on. So that, I think that's a really important call to make. And then making sure you have a good way of communicating with your team to get them to implement the plan. And your team may be dispersed over several offices. So you need to know all their mobile phone numbers, for example. Well, once again, if those are all in your contact list on your computer, that may be inaccessible to you. Your computer may be completely encrypted, or you may have made the good decision of turning your computer off because an adversary has taken control of it, in which case you should have a call list on paper, the most secure media that we have, unfortunately. It's been around a long time and it's worked for a long time. And you also have to consider the possibility that your mobile phone, your mobile device has been compromised, especially because you probably back up your mobile device to your computer. So as soon as the hacker has control of your computer, they've got control of your mobile device, or vice versa. So you may need to borrow a mobile device from somebody else that you think has not been hacked, or use a landline if you can find one, to call the team and tell them to implement the plan, and what instructions you want to give them about how to go about being resilient in the face of this cyber attack.
Boy, paper and landlines, everything old is new again.
It's yes.